MrsMuffin, 4HOTrains.com. Give it another minute or two. See how we're doing. Okay, here we are. I successfully turned the music off. This is great. Hello, everybody. This is Mrs. Muffin with 4HOTrains.com coming to you from Atlanta, Indiana. We are a subsidiary of Mr. Muffin's Trains, and we've got a few new products for you tonight, some new and interesting information. First, I want to say I hope everybody was safe after those storms last night. We had some straight line winds run through here, and they think there were some tornadoes that touched down around Indianapolis. They clocked winds at 80 miles an hour. We have a lot of trees that did not make it, and there's been a big cleanup today, but I will say it blew the humidity out, and the weather today was gorgeous, more like June than July. So hopefully that will continue. I hope it continues for all of you, and you can have a great weekend. Moving right along, what is new in HO Trains? First off, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, here we go. Some of you know, hello, Sai, how are you? I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our train show. Some of you know that we hold a train show in the spring and in the fall. The inaugural one was last October of 2024. Then we had one in spring of 2025. And we're having one here in October on the 24th and 25th. The Friday dates, the hours on Friday are noon until 5. And then on Saturday, we are 10 until 3. We get some just terrific vendors that come in to see us. They have great products. We get really good feedback on that. Also, our Mr. Muffin's Magnificent Modular Railroad, thank you, Sai, will be set up and running. That club is getting bigger by the week, which is just terrific. We appreciate all those that are participating in that. And just wanted to let you know that that is at the Tipton County Fairgrounds, just a few minutes north of us from Atlanta, Indiana. And we'll be hopefully running our train truck, Nikki, to cart you back and forth between the store and the train show. But that is happening in October of this year. So if you might be in or around Indianapolis, come by and see us. We'd love that. Just as a small incentive, we tried doing catered food the first time. I was not really happy with it. So in April, we did our own food. And rather than price it, we did a free will donation, and it was just terrific. People were really wonderful about it. We also do a dinner for our vendors because there's really no place to eat any place near that you could get a large group. So we do a dinner on Friday night for all of our vendors, and that's a lot of fun. So if you're a vendor, plan to stay on Friday night for dinner. If you are a participant, plan to find some good food. Don't know what my whole menu is, but come see us. Okay, moving right along, out of self-promotion. Just announced Broadway Limited has brought on these HO scale theater cars. Look at how gorgeous these are. Touch control lighting. They have new paint schemes. It says perfect for your business train. They will be available in winter of 2025. I shouldn't say October. Let me say hi to everybody that's tuned in. Hello, Joe Hampton. Hi, Guy Boudreau. Thank you. You have a great evening as well. Hi, Thomas Burkett. Thank you so much. You're very fun. Mr. Muffin's at 4HO Trains. Hello there, Mr. Muffin. Thank you for tuning in. My producer is in the house tonight because school was out tonight due to the federal holiday. So my producer is in the house. Hopefully I won't need him, but if you hear me scream, Steve, that's what I need. Anyway, so moving on with these beautiful Broadway Limited theater cars. I mean, they're just gorgeous. Can you imagine traveling this way by train back in the day? Just getting on those trains that are, pretty luxurious and having a really relaxing train ride across the country. No cell phones, no laptops, just you and whoever your companion might be, maybe a book, maybe you take a little work with you. But what a beautiful time in our history. So, if you're looking for a business train, take a look at the HO theater cars. This is the Canadian National in a close up with that paint scheme. It's the two-tone in the green and the gray with the gold striping. Hello, William Barnes. Thank you for tuning in. The next up is the Illinois Central in that two-color gray. Don't you love that little diagonal swoosh? It adds a lot of character, I think. The Norfolk Southern in that traditional Tuscan, just really, really cool. And look at that huge, huge picture window on the back. Just amazing. Side views. That's how they, that was the catalog rendering, not the actual car. And then moving on from that, these are, oh my goodness, look at that. These are just some beautiful, beautiful, let's see. I'm sorry. These are the Bowser Alco C415 diesels in Burlington Northern and Rock Island. Look at those. Those are the original engines that were out in the public in the world. Those photos, as you can see, have been credited to their photographers. And those are going to be coming soon. They will have lock sound and DCC. Here's the Rock Island. Look at that. Now that would be a weathering job. You guys could weather that yourself, or you're familiar with Harry Heike. Harry Heike does a lot of weathering for us, so if you ever thought about weathering your HO trains, that's another Rock Island. Look at those. And then moving on, we've been talking about our layout inspiration packs. The Atlas Train Company, or Atlas Model Railroad, sorry, have put together these wonderful layout packages to get started in an HO. It's everything that you can build your own layouts. This is a figure 8 with a siding. You can see that it's not a great picture, sorry. But it is a figure 8 with spurs, code 100 layout. This one's only $241. It does give you your figure 8, your rail joiners, all the track that you need. It gives you your wires, which I just think is spectacular. Again, it gives you your switches, your bumpers, your radius terminal. So that's just really terrific. That would fit a 4-foot by 8-foot table. So if you've got a little space to do that, maybe a bedroom, a little corner of the basement, something would work for that. But again, we have a number of these in stock, different configurations. I'm actually meeting next week, excuse me, with the Noblesville Historical Society, who is interested in building an HO layout in their museum. And they're looking at track plans. So we're going to sit down with them on Thursday morning and go through some options with them. We're not sure how big they want it yet, but this should be fun. Well, hello, Massimo. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you. Thank you, everyone that tuned in tonight. Moving on. So that is all of our layout inspirations. Let me go back up here. Back to me. Hello. Hi, everybody. And then we've got... There we go. Here we go. We have some pre-order deadlines. These are all running across our website. So if you go to 4hotrains.com, you will see our new product announcements with the related or pre-order deadlines. So as you can see, Broadway Limited starts up again. The May 2025 catalog due in June. Rapido, April 2025, due in June. Again, that's past. AccuRail, due to tomorrow, actually. So if you've got a few minutes to do that one. Intermountain, May 2025, is due June 30th. So if you need to refresh on any of those deadlines for pre-orders, go right ahead and take a look at that. And as you know, if you pre-order something and you decide when it comes in that you don't want it, no harm, no foul. We'll just put it in inventory. So thank you so much for that. Let's see. Come back over here. Isn't this great? I haven't had to scream for Steve. Oh, you know what? I didn't show. There we go. Now we'll go to the website. Sorry. Again, these are all running across our welcome page on our 4hotrains.com website. And these are all of your deadlines. Hello, Randy C. Thank you so much for welcoming me back. I appreciate it. Anyways, you've got Broadway Limited, Rapido, Intermountain, and who else? We had a fourth one there. Walthers. AccuRail. Sorry, it was AccuRail. So anyways, if you've got anything you're looking for that you want to pre-order, take a look at those now and put your orders in. Thank you. Okay, what do I have up next? Anybody out there have any questions for me? Anything going on in the world you want to share? I'm happy to take questions. I can see them here on my comments and reactions. Let's see. Oh, building kits. We've done this. Thank you, Randy. DPM buildings. If you're familiar with DPM, which is now owned by Woodland Scenics, these are just terrific kits. They are so simple. They are such compact buildings. And these are going to be in our weekly deals this week. So if you pay attention to that, you have to be signed up for our newsletter to get the weekly deals. So if you're not already signed up for the newsletter, you want to sign up. These are some of the DPM buildings that, as I said, are now owned by Woodland Scenics. And they're just, I mean, look how compact these are. They're just terrific. Everything you need is in this small package. This is the Moore Catalog Showroom, product number 10400. And just for fun, I've built one of those. And it looks something like this. So this is the Moore Catalog Showroom. Now, I did not cover the windows in this one. I may do that yet so that you can't see through it. But just a terrific building. And yes, I did paint it and stained it and all that good stuff. And I knocked down the roof so it's not shiny. So that is the Catalog Showroom, product number 10400. I've got another one here. This is Kelly's Saloon. You know, there's a recurring theme here in trains that we have saloons, bordellos, all sorts of interesting things. I guess it went with the whole train life back in the day, which is true because Atlanta, Indiana had its own bordello, now called it was called the Rhodes Hotel. It's now a paranormal event space, and John Dillinger and Al Capone are reputed to have stayed there over the years. It's kind of their hideout. Once upon a time, if you check out the history of Atlanta, Indiana, it was quite the boom town, and it had a lot of interesting characters, had a lot of things going on, had gorgeous brick buildings. It was actually the largest town in Hamilton County at the turn of the 20th century, and which is amazing because Noblesville is the county seat, and we were larger than Noblesville. So just a little bit of history about Atlanta, Indiana. So there's a reason that we have saloons and bars and bordellos and such. Anyways, back to DPM. This is Kelly's Saloon. Nice footprint. It's about 2.5, 2 3/4 by 4. Not very tall. Get better light on that. And again, I've built this one, but you know, just look at all those products. One of the things I love about these is you don't have to do a lot to clean up the edges as you put them together. They really come out of the molds very nicely. You've got a little bit of sprues that you'd have to trim off, but generally speaking, pretty clean kits to build up. And then this is the saloon. So it looks a little bit on the rustic side, a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little neglected because they're more focused on what's happening inside than taking care of the building. But again, these DPM buildings, they go together fast, they're easy to paint, and they just are a real enhancement to your layout. And these are on the weekly deal this week. Next up, I have this one I did actually on this show, if you recall. This is 1100 Townhouse number 2. This one's kind of fancy. It's got a limestone front. It's got those beautiful arched cornices over all the windows. And this would have been a little more upscale in the better part of town. And if you recall this one, we went a little more upscale and more fine detail in the paint. So it's got a little more elegance to it, I think. And we did do the window coverings inside. I don't know if you can see those. But all you have to do is put a little bit of paper over those windows in the inside, and it makes it look like you've got window treatments. So that's pretty cool. So that is Townhouse number 2. Kind of proud of this one. I thought it turned out really well. So those are the 3 that I have built already. And then I have a few others to show you that Sam has in the weekly deals this week. Next up is Robert's Dry Goods. This is kit number 10200. Again, a nice footprint. You've got 4 7/16 by 3 11/16. They couldn't make it, 3/4 or half. Anyways, this is just a great little building, and you could have it Main Street. Maybe again, it's a dry goods store, so that would be very common back in that time period. And then we have the Cuttings Scissor Company. This is a little bit more modern building. You can see that it's 2 levels. You've got a 3/4 upper story. It's that really nice brick finish. So this is 10300. And again, all of these will be on the weekly deals. And then we have Skips. Skips, again, is going to maybe be a pool hall. This says it's chicken and ribs. I'd probably make it a pool hall. It looks more pool hall to me. But this is Skips chicken and ribs. Again, that small footprint, 2 3/4 by 3 15/16, which most of you know is 1/16 off of 4 inches. So that is 10500 Skips chicken and ribs. So those are some DPM buildings that we have in stock. We have more on the website. I just brought those 6 to show you tonight. So hopefully you'll enjoy those and maybe put one together. As I said, they go together really well. Let's see, what else am I doing here? We have, I'm going to go back to my iPad. We have another video for you. If I can get out of this one. There we go. These are some in-stock engines that are going to be in the weekly deal. These are Bowser EMD F3As. Of course, they're diesels. We have the New York, Ontario, and Western. We have that in 2 road numbers. We're only showing 1 here. But that beautiful, beautiful gray and yellow paint scheme. And the detail on these is just astonishing, I think. When you think of the scale and the detailing and the tooling that's required to do these, there's your product number, 24588. And then we have Boston and Maine. Look at that gorgeous green. I just think that's so pretty. It's just a unique shade of green. So again, those are F3s. F3s. These are all Bowsers. We have 2 road numbers again. I'm sorry, that was Jersey Central. Oops. That was the F3. Huh? Jersey Central, sorry. This one's Boston and Maine, as evidenced by the big B and the big M on the side of the engine in that beautiful black and blue. When I used to wear suits and blouses and all that good stuff, and I wear a black suit with a blue blouse, I'd say I was dressed like a bruise because I was in black and blue. I know, I'm not really funny, but I think I am. So that is Boston and Maine, and there is your 24625 product number. Just really, really beautiful engines. And then last but not least, what do we have here? It is another Boston and Maine, different paint scheme. This has got a much different look to it. Again, in the blue and white and black. And again, the detailing on these is just beautiful. We do have a couple of other models in stock. We have some New York, well, we have New York, Ontario, and Western, but we have additional road numbers. So if you're looking for anything, go to 4hotrains.com and just search F3A, Bowser F3A, and you will find all of these. But they're just spectacular. And I don't know what Sam is planning price-wise in the weekly deal, but take a look. If you're looking for an engine, this might be your opportunity to buy one at a good price. So that is all that's fit to print in the Bowsers. And then we have a club this week. Gosh, look at this. I'm actually doing this. I'm so proud. If any of you are near Fort Wayne, Indiana, or want to take a quick road trip, the Maumee Valley Railroad up in Fort Wayne is an HO model train club. They have been in existence since the early 90s. They're in the process of moving and building a new layout. They're always looking for volunteers, so if anybody wants to volunteer. This is their new layout design. As you can see, it's a really extended dog bone in 2 levels. So again, they high quality construction. They're trying to include some of the new technology. They're doing the DCC, so they get independent engine operation. They have a single track mainline, high quality construction, computer interface capabilities, and simulated operations for engaging game-like experiences. So it sounds like it's going to be really exciting. So if you're anywhere near Fort Wayne, and also, there's the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society that handles the nickel plate 765. If you've never seen that, it's something to just be, it's amazing. So they do have a twice a year show and swap meet. They also set up at Science Central for their Festival of Trains, where they get kids engaged, which of course, as we know, is the future of our hobby, is getting kids involved with all of the technology. They really love that. It's been really wonderful watching the modular club. We have a lot of multi-generational groups that are doing that. Grandpa, grandchild, we have father, son, grandson. So that's really terrific to just carry on that tradition, and it's something that they can share together and get the kids off technology and get them engaging with human beings. That's something that Steve and I have always felt was important with model railroading is, if kids are doing something with their hands, they're more inclined to have a chat with you. That was my experience in raising my son. So pretty good opportunity for kids to communicate with the adults in their lives and other kids. Katie, thank you. How is my layout coming? Gosh, it has not progressed a lot. I did move some of my scenery materials closer. I am building a couple of levels. I'm trying to get my view blocks in, doing some stone walls. So hopefully I'll show that to you 1st of July-ish. Steve and I are going to take a little break the first of this week, take a couple days off because we're kind of, been doing a lot of stuff. But yes, thank you for asking. I will check that out. Well, hello, Joe Spangler. You like those design preservation kits? Oh, you have the pizza place? Cool. Okay, so Club Corner. That's pretty much all I've got for tonight. As you know, we at Mr. Muffin's Trains want to earn your business, and we would love to support you in your ongoing hobby or your beginning hobby with HO Trains. Just check us out at 4hotrains.com. If you have any questions or you want to sit down and talk with somebody, you can schedule an appointment. We can go through layout design, just like we're doing with the Noblesville Historical Society next week, and kind of get you started in the hobby. Thank you, Katie. So that's all I've got. I hope that you all have a fabulous weekend. I hope the weather holds and we don't have any more lovely storms and trees blowing down. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. tune in for Sam's weekly deals. If you're not already signed up for the newsletter, please sign up. And I'm going to go back to a reminder for maybe. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Okay. I'm going to come back over here to, well, no, I'm not. Never mind, sorry. I blew it. Anyways, just a quick reminder that, oh, there I am. Just a quick reminder that we do have a train show coming up in October on the 24th and 25th. So if you don't have anything on your calendar yet, go ahead and pencil us in, and we'd look forward to seeing you either in Atlanta, Indiana or Tipton, Indiana, and we'll chat about trains. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Bye, everybody. Hi, Rick Binkley. Thank you.